we had a loss in the family. My Ohio fam, we lost my cousin Bill this week. So actually yesterday. Yeah. So
rest in peace, Bill, man.
Yeah. So I'm sure that they'll be happy that we played that while alienating the entire state of Michigan.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
That's how you feel.
Angry Al goes back for season 2. Big weekend this weekend. We got the NFC Championships coming up. I thought I would share an NFC Championship story.
Oh yeah.
So we'll go to the last game ever at the Vet. It was Eagles-Bucks NFC Championship. It was the year after, so it was the second of the Eagles went to 4.
Yeah.
So, and it was the last game ever at Veteran Stadium, like I said. And
I think didn't you tell this story?
did I?
I know. I think I heard it before.
I probably told you.
Oh. Yeah. Go ahead.
Or I might have did I tell it, Taylor?
I mean, we're already in it.
So anyway, there's 35 of us meet up at Packer Park, and then do the pregame, and then go over, and all 35 of us, not a one of us had a ticket.
Yeah.
So we all snuck in, and it was actually, hold on. Wait, pause. Well, let me backtrack. So I had family. My cousin Don came from Ohio. He came out. We had other people from all over. So because it was the last one at the, you know what I mean? It was the last game there. So it was like it was nuts, and it was the fucking NFC Championship.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there, and then fucking I turn around, and my uncle, one of my uncles that I haven't seen in a significant chunk of time, because he was at the all boys summer camp for adult males.
Yeah.
He's in prison. Haven't seen him in forever. And then I turn around, and like he's standing there, I'm like,
right there, ready to go in. He with you.
And I'm like, what the fuck's he doing here? So we strike up a conversation. We kind of separate from the pack, so to speak, and we started talking. He's like, like books. We started talking about books. What are you reading? Blah blah blah.
Talking about the 48 laws of power.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of the combo, and then it kind of took a fucking way left. Look, left turn as I'm going, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, he turns around and he goes, I could off a cop right now and get away with it.
Huh?
And
yeah.
I said, excuse me?
He read the wrong book, man.
I said, come again? He said, yeah, I'm not on my meds. I said, what kind of meds?
Like, when he said he can off a cop, did it mean like he could physically do it, or he's allowed to do it? Like he could get away with it
legally.
Yeah.
I'm thinking in legal terms, at least in his mind, because I'm pretty sure he believes he is a lawyer as well. Because I know that we've gotten.
He was in the law library.
Course, yeah. We got some correspondence from his name Esquire. I also believe he was a doctor as well. So he's a doctor lawyer. Probably for anyway.
How long was he in?
Which time?
The time before he came home just then. Before the championship game. You said he just came home.
I think maybe he got out. So this was probably that was probably January. That was January of 2003. So, or was that 2? I think 2001 season, 2002 playoffs, 2003, and then they won it. They went in 2004 finally.
Yeah.
So like 2002. So maybe I think I'd seen him like briefly in 2000, like might have got out of parole or a halfway thing or something.
Okay.
So maybe like a couple of years previous.
So he's a self-taught lawyer / doctor.
Yeah.
All in prison. Okay.
Yeah. So he said,
and he was on medication, psych medication.
Yeah. So that's hold on, everyone. That's me tearing off the label because we're not giving out free ads anymore, Taylor. So he's like, yeah, you know, I can offer comp right now and get away with it. And then gives me like the little, and I'm like, what the fuck, what? And he's like, yeah, I'm not on my meds.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, well, what are your meds? And he says, lithium.
Hmm.
And I'm young, dude. I'm 19 at the time. And
That's the
I've
shit
I've-
that Kanye was on, right?
I had partied, right? And I'm like, lithium? What?
Yeah.
Like a battery? Like, I didn't understand what the fuck he meant, dude. I didn't get it. You know what I mean? It's
The
like,
lithium ion.
yeah. So
That is what Kanye was on, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was on that shit.
the real cuckoo birds are on lithium. So, yeah. So right after that, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna fucking kind of just slide on over here,
Yeah.
right on out of the
Yeah,
frame,
just gotta,
dude.
You gotta drift away from people like that who start talking crazy. You
I'm
like,
good.
You just drift away right when he talking.
Yeah.
You're like, I can't hear you, bro. He was your uncle or your cousin?
Uncle.
Uncle?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry.
He did a
Unc.
clip. I think he went away in like, I want to say 87 to 2000.
Yeah, with that type of situation, I would look down at my phone, pick it up, and fake answer it, and just walk away, and never come back.
Who this? Hey, who this?
You just gotta slide away from that dude. You know, like, I don't want no parts of you.
So we so with that in mind, we got everybody, you know what I mean, did fucking drinking parking lot thing, whatever, and then walked over. We all sneak in. We're watching the game, and it's like it's halftime.
Yeah.
And half of us, myself not included, they all went and snuck into the press area, like into the catered area, and was like, you know, come, they're like, come on. Unc comes back to the door. Come on, you want to come down? They got roast beef. I said, I don't fucking want none of that roast beef, dude. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna go downstairs and sell these beers, because we would sneak the beers in. I know I've mentioned that before. Sneak the beers in, and then and that, you know, and also smoke wet. So
Yo,
Jesus Christ.
y'all was smoking dust at the Eagles game?
yeah,
Shit.
yeah. The freakiest time I ever when I was
Yeah,
smoking.
that's
yeah.
hands down.
That's
Crazy,
wild.
craziest, wildest fans right there. Off that alone.
The craziest time was like, so a couple about
Wait, how many of you were smoking this?
at halftime. Maybe 3 in our little group.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was a whole squad going.
C
So
Lemon.
three-
Me and
so
my boy
three-
C Lemon, Steve Corona.
3 people off the dust.
Steve Corona, hold the virus. Yeah,
at
wild.
at the NFC Championship game.
At least. No, I mean there was definitely more other little pockets of people smoking.
So
dust, for
so
sure.
y'all just it
Oh,
wasn't
yeah,
just
we're
y'all.
now.
So
now,
it was-
we were
it-
fucking everybody's dusted out, dude. We're all fucking walking up, dude.
Come on, man.
Fucking wild. So the craziest time was like maybe whatever it was a month prior was like the final the final regular season home game at the vet. I played Washington, and all season long we had kept like there was like, why don't the Eagles ever wear like green and green? Like at the time they
All
had
green.
all green. They had never really done it before.
Yeah.
And then we got high before the game. We're all
So y'all
dusted
was-
up.
Y'all was thinking of the color rush before they came out with the color rush uniform.
And then and then they had it. They used those uniforms. They wore green on green, but I'm so dusted out. I'm like, what? Yeah, what's different, dude? Like, I don't understand. Something's not the same. Yeah, it's the color scheme you've been talking about all year, but you
Your
just
fucking
get.
brain ain't the same, motherfucker. That's what's not the same.
No, it was fucked up, dude.
Shit is melting.
Yeah, so we stayed behind, dude. We stayed behind and fucking got dusted out. And then and then they lost. So the Eagles lost, and then that was when Rondé Barber like picked it off at the end of the game. And then it
Dusted
was
and disgusted.
fucking dusted and disgusted, and everyone is a fucking giant melee ensues. Their fucking people were going nuts.
Yeah.
That's a show title.
And if you ask my cousin Don, he's like, "You're the asshole that started it all." And so from my perspective, where we were standing, there was a handicap access spot like where you could wheel someone up
Yeah.
in a wheelchair
Or will somebody out?
or wheel them out.
Yeah.
Well, nobody was there in a wheelchair the whole game.
Yeah.
So it's the end of the game, and I like came over and I kind of just stood there for a second, and then some dude like turned over, looked at me, was like, "You mind moving? I have a ticket for here." And I'm like, "Well, where's your fucking chair, dude?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "What do you mean you have a ticket? Like, game's over, bro." He's like, "I've been dealing with fucking assholes like you all year." And I'm like, "Well, let me correct that, sir. I'm probably the asshole that you've been dealing with all year. And go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Wah, wah, wah, wah." So the fucking me and the dude, by the way, the guy was way, way, way bigger than me. So fucking, he went to throw like a fucking haymaker, and I ducked, right? I'm like, fuck face, right? And he's all laughing, right? So then my boy Coop was like, he fucking, like, he came over and said, "Yo, motherfucker." He's like, "See how fucking small he is? You got a fucking problem? You fuck with me."
Yeah, Coop big too.
He comes over and fucking throws like 7 fucking haymakers, right?
Yeah.
And the dude just goes, eats them.
Mm.
And then I said, "Oh, shit."
He ate Coop shit.
Yeah. And then fucking dude was like, boom. And then it was on, and everything, dude, there was fucking crowds. It was absolute pandemonium. I remember at one point, like,
You think he was dusted too?
who? The other guy?
Yeah.
I mean, probably a contact dust high, you know what I mean? Like, if that was possible.
How was y'all smoking the dust? How do you smoke dust?
Papers.
Papers?
Yeah, like what? Yeah. Oh, well,
I
yeah,
don't
I
know.
never know. Yeah.
Fuck.
Apologies. Apologies. Yeah, like a fucking.
What you say? Apologies?
Apologies. Apologies.
Oh, man. So how do you smoke wet? What do you do?
put it
What's
in-
the process?
Put it in the paper.
What
You
you
can
mean
smoke
put
blunts.
it in the paper? Like
You can smoke blunts.
What is
What do
it?
you call them? Like, I guess it would be like you can, like, they used to use mint leaves or parsley flakes, or not parsley flakes, but like a parsley. Like, that's my water. Like a mint leaf consistency.
Just imagine somebody sprinkling dust
Yeah.
with
But then the leaves-
parsley flakes dust on top
Now
of
you
your
get the Salt Bay guy to fucking come up and fucking drop the dust in the
dust.
blunt. Can you imagine? He's like, "Yes,
dropping dust in your blunt.
dust," and then fucking come up. You're like, "Oh, dude, it's fucking great, man."
Dust Bay. Yeah, you was Dust Bay. Dust Bay coming over, sprinkling the dust infused parsley flakes.
Oh my god, I would love it.
Oh man.
You're asking me?
I was asking, like, what's the process? What's the process of dust? Like,
So you just all right. So
because I know some people, they actually have like a little, I guess, like the liquid, and they dip.
no, you can dip your
a cigarette in it.
Yeah,
and
you
smoke
can do
it.
you can do that.
Yeah,
Sometimes-
I've heard of that.
I've done that, and it's
Yeah.
also sometimes if you have the fucking juice and it's too good,
Yeah,
you might be screaming for your friend and he's standing right in front of you. You know what I mean? Ah! I've had that.
Yeah, some
But I
people-
always think it's like I've said it like this. It's like I think smoking dust is a good idea until you do it, and then once you do it, you're like, "Oh my god, what was I thinking?"
yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
And what is that shit
couldn't even
technically? What is it technically used for?
I mean, there's different, like, I guess it's just like everything else. There's different variations. Like, there's some that's made with more like they use rocket fuel, like jet fuel.
Damn.
Yeah. Or embalming fluid. That's like the old school. So they would take the mint leaves and then fucking.
No, the embalming
them.
fluid. What's the embalming fluid used for? Like, what does that do to a dead body?
Oh, she's not here.
Nope.
We should have asked her last week.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, by the way, thanks to Amanda and Britt for coming in. Shark's dad hit me up on Friday and said, "Yo, I listened to the episode, right?" And he's like, "Did you used to pick up bodies all the time?" And I said, "Yeah." He's like, "I ever tell you my dead body story?" I said, "No, but you have to now, right?" So he says, so like the long and short of it was like a guy that he had worked with, or a friend of his, flipped houses, and sometimes he would help him flip the houses. He's like, and this is, he's like, I'll timestamp it at the end. And he says, something like there was, like the third floor, they had sublet or something to some fat guy, large,
Yeah.
500 or 600 pounds, I believe he was quoted at. Yeah,
Shit.
he's dead.
Yeah.
He's dead up there.
Dead in the living room.
So they call, who this? They call the fucking, you know what I mean, the fucking coroner, paramedic, whatever, right? And he said, "Bill, well, the layout, like, you couldn't even, if you wanted to try and get a gurney upstairs, you couldn't do it anyway because of the layout of the steps.
Yeah.
Also, you're probably not going to have much luck with a fucking 600-pound dead guy, literally dead weight, like."
That's the ultimate dead weight right there.
And he had been dead for long enough that rigors had set in, so you're stiff. You know what I mean? You ain't moving.
Yeah. You got to get a power lifter to get that motherfucker out.
Or Shark's dad. So he says, you know, they're all talking about, like, how we going to get him down. So he says, "I got my sawzall in the truck. We could take that window out and then just cut out by the window and fucking roll him out."
And he on the third floor?
Uh-huh.
When he fucking fell out the fucking... the first thing I imagined was them rolling his fucking fat ass out the fucking third floor and him hitting the ground and shattering like glass.
I said, "Yo, so..."
Because he's stiff.
I said...
Just fucking shatter, yo.
I said, "So what'd you do?" And he's like, I went to my truck and I got the sawzall and fucking cut him out and rolled him out, dude." And I'm like, "Yo, dude,
Holy shit.
what the fuck?" And he's like, Bill, you got to remember, this is the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah,
It was different.
anything goes.
It was different back then. I'm like, dude, what do you mean? It wasn't even that long ago. Like,
It was
you're
fun.
talking, like, you make it,
It was
sound
no-
like it was like
it was-
Wild West.
it
It's
was-
like, it was lawlessness. You could do whatever you wanted back in the 1980s.
AKA, it was nobody with a cell phone to record you. That's what it
Jackpot.
was.
Jackpot.
You know how much wild shit they was doing back in the day with no cell phones?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And he says, "I got another one." And I'm like, "Bring it." So he says he was working for like one of the refineries or whatever. And so like they had to dig like boxes, like underground boxes to run pipe and wire and all that other shit or whatever, right? But some of it was serviced, I guess, back by the airport or whatever. And he's like, this is back in the day when you could still like go around the backside of the airport.
Yeah. Pre 9/11.
Yeah. He's like,
Shit
so,
was all willy nilly.
you know, we're digging this box up, and then somebody says, you know, yo, what the fuck? Why does that look like a foot? So they keep digging and fucking, you know, like looking like a fucking archaeologist. You know what I mean? With the brush. They're like, hey, it's because it is a foot attached to a leg that's on a human body that's dead. Just 1 foot, because the other guy's leg was gone, I think, and he had a giant gunshot in the head.
Oh, shit.
So he says they call Tinicum Township because that's where it's at. They didn't want it. They didn't want nothing to do with it, so they called Philly. Right? Philly's like, we
yo,
don't,
we
nah,
good.
we're good. We don't do Bonnie's down there. They're like, no. So Philly doesn't want it either. So they're going back and forth, and then I guess eventually, I think he said Tinicum comes out. And, but prior to that, he's like, you know, they're trying to think of how they're going to get him out. And he's like, Bill, I'm going to be honest with you. I just looked down, and this fucking dude's got a giant dick. And I'm like, what? I'm like, don't even say it. He's like, so I pitched the idea. Maybe we tie the wench on, fucking pull it out, and just fucking.
I thought he was going to say it was Jesus.
Maybe Jesus.
Fucking wise man. The fucking 3 wise guys.
Shark's dad was one of the wise men.
Nah, he was one of the 3 wise guys.
Oh my god, that's so funny. So I said, "What do I said, no, you didn't do that, did you? He said, nah, we didn't fucking do that. He said, but he
Damn,
said,
how you still packing dead though?
right. I don't know. Did you see me stop and think? Like, wait.
You
What?
dead just with the loaf, with the premium loaf.
It has to be the only way you can laugh at a dead body.
You got the premium loaf. You dead.
Oh my God.
Woo. Man, that's probably why he was dead. He fucked somebody's wife.
Nah, it
man.
was a drug thing.
Oh, they know. They
That was
know how.
yeah, they don't. Yeah, they investigated it.
All right.
Yeah, allegedly.
Man, they did a good job. They figured this shit out.
What are you saying allegedly?
They
He's
cracked-
dead.
No, I don't know. They did. They figured it out. They said it was a
cracked-
drug hit.
They cracked the case.
Yeah.
Man.
Right over his fucking head.
Damn. Shit.
So embalming fluid, back to your question,
Yeah.
is used to A, get high, or B, it helps preserve the body.
Right.
It prevents.
I knew that.
It helps prevent decomposition,
Okay.
even though it's going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
So,
We're not our bodies anyway.
no.
It's just a car.
Did you,
It's just a flush.
there's a
flush
new
car.
there's a new Netflix called Surviving Death or something.
I gotta watch that. I heard about it.
I watched the first episode.
I heard it was some bullshit though. It's bullshit.
I don't know. I kind of I had made a snippet, but I never put it on IG, and I was like, look, Marcy wants to watch fucking Surviving Death. I don't know why she just didn't ask me. Because the first one was like all near-death experiences,
Yeah.
and people were like, and it was a shining light, and I'm in the tunnel, and I was surrounded by love.
You didn't see the light.
It was black. My shit was black, dog.
I saw flames.
Shit was hot. Oh, black. But I have thought about that, and I was I'm thinking sometimes when people say the near-death experience, I always do like the light thing first, and
Yeah.
I always wonder if it's like, a lot of the times you're in a fucking hospital, and they're probably operating on you. Is there any chance that it's the giant fucking light shining right in your face?
Nope.
Probably not.
Nope.
Mhm.
You tried to make that shit make sense.
I don't know.
Nope. That
Now
ain't it.
the one lady did. I read a book a couple years ago from the doctor's name was Eben Alexander down in Delaware, and he's like the preeminent or premier fucking neuroscientist or neuro brain surgeon,
Neurologist.
neurosurgeon
Alright.
in the world or whatever. So he comes down with this super rare form of meningitis, and it's like a 1 in whatever,
Yeah. 15 million.
1 in as many decimal places as pi. So, the long and short of it, he has a near-death experience.
Yeah.
And when he comes out of it, he's like, no, scientifically, I'm a doctor, and you just can't have two. Meaning, the soul lives on, or whatever, or your spirit,
Yeah.
your ethereal spirit, kind of lives on, or your consciousness keeps going,
Yeah.
so to speak. Scientifically, that's not supposed to happen, because once your brain stops, everything else is supposed to stop.
Well, they don't fucking know. They don't know.
So that's why this guy was like, so he went, when he was discharged from the hospital, and he was in there for, I don't remember how long, but I know he was in there for a pretty significant amount of time. He gets out, and it's around the holidays, and his son, who was like 19 at the time, was, or maybe a little bit older, because I think he might have been in med school. So he's like maybe 22 or 23, had come home for the holidays or whatever, and also studying to be a neurosurgeon or whatever. The dad approaches him with this and says, I think I had a near-death experience and this and that. And he's like, all right, well, stop. The kid tells him, he's like, stop. If you want anyone in the scientific community or any of that to actually take you serious, he's like, what you should do is, he's like, you know, you should write down as much of your own memory as you can.
Yeah.
Of the experience. So that way it's not like the examples we just listed is like, oh, I saw the light and it was the tunnel, and no. That way it's not tainted by anybody else
or my UFO story from years ago.
Or that. So so that's what he did. I think he spent 6 months to a year, and he just, because some stuff came to him more vividly than at other times. And as it turns out, yeah, dude really did. And so, like, one of these things that he saw was like an image. It was kind of like, he didn't describe it as a tunnel, so to speak, but it was almost like a kaleidoscope. Sort of like a tunnel, but like more like a kaleidoscope. And all of the colors were extremely vivid, and he was just like being led by this butterfly or whatever.
Yeah.
And he couldn't fucking understand the butterfly, right? So as it turns out, when he comes back to consciousness, the guy was also adopted. And his mother put him up for adoption. It was like fucking, you know, years before, like after the Great Depression and shit like that, and whatever the case. He had an infant sister that he had never met. Died.
Yeah, saw her.
Fucking butterfly. Butterfly's face turns around. It's fucking.
It was her.
It was her. So yeah, it was a great book. And he
was that fucking what's that shit? The DMT.
Sort of like, yeah.
Hey, man. I seen something. I didn't fucking save it, but it was Microsoft. They want to like. They're It was like it was something about your consciousness when you die. Well, they'll make a computer program of you.
Download your consciousness?
Something like that, but it's like they'll have you as like a computer program, and they'll take it from all your like your tweets and your social media posts and shit like that.
There's a Black Mirror episode that was literally this. Like,
yeah, and it was talking about Black Mirror. They said it was like Black Mirror too.
Yeah, there was a widow, and they just started this service where, they like took all your posts from, whatever accounts that you had, and then like made like a Siri version of whoever passed.
Yeah, I saw that episode. I can't remember it, but I vaguely remember it. But yeah, they gonna do that shit in the future.
I hate that idea.
I mean,
that shit is creepy. Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah,
because I'm coming back as somebody else.
I mean, essentially, isn't that just isn't that like data mining? That's essentially kind of what they're doing already.
Yeah.
I mean,
they already got us.
Doing it.
They already got us. They already making clones and shit, man. Like,
yeah.
With emotional manipulation too.
Yeah, shit is fucked up. They manipulating us right now. They got us. They doing psyops and shit on us, man.
Yeah. Why would they? They have been. They never stopped. They never stopped.
Yeah, man. Shit's crazy, dog. We in the future.
So back to the chip game this weekend. So Coach Reed who was the coach of the Eagles back then, will join Coach Reed as the coach. There might have been one more in the NFC, but to lead his team to host 3 straight championship games at home, conference championship games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just him.
Mm-hmm.
Last year he had a home game too. Yeah. And the year before that.
Yeah.
Damn, but they lost.
I saw it on the internet. It's got to be true, dude.
Yeah, they only went to the Super Bowl last year.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
That's wild.
I hope my team win, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
I definitely don't want Tommy Touchdown to win.
Yeah, fuck him.
Right.
Packers should run him over.
Clearly, my shirt says I don't want Tom Brady. You know what I mean?
Clearly,
the intro said, Tom Brady, you can go fuck yourself.
Yo, Tom Brady gets so fucking lucky, yo.
Yeah.
Like, so lucky, man. His defenses come through for him every fucking time, yo. Every time.
Did you see? I don't know if the quote was real, but it was attributed to their coach Bruce Arians.
Bruce Arians, yeah.
He said something to the effect of like, I let Tom do what New England didn't. I let him coach. And I'm thinking, so either that's low key you're throwing shade at Tom for the losses, or like what the fuck does I don't even. What's the point? If he really said, I don't know if he actually said
What
it.
do you mean let him coach? Like, it's a collaborative effort. Like with these quarterbacks, like these legends, these super vets that's out there, the quarterbacks are basically a coach too.
Yeah.
Because they work with the offensive coordinator. The offensive coordinator calls in the play. The quarterback, tells them to play. All right, this is what we doing. But then he can adjust the shit once he gets out there,
Right.
seeing what he sees the defenses is in. So he's like, all right, I see what you're doing. I might audible, switch it. Like, come on, what are you talking about?
You should have just said, I gave him the keys.
Like, what?
It's easier.
Quarterbacks have the keys, man.
Yeah.
You need them to have the keys.
Especially that guy.
Yeah, you need them to, because you're not them.
Yeah.
And they're not you. Like, y'all both need each other.
Especially that guy.
Yeah, like Tom is a legend, man. He's great. I can't hate on him.
Clearly.
But he fucking gets lucky, man.
That's who I saw. It wasn't a light. It was Tom Brady when I came down there, because he definitely sold his soul, dude.
Football Jesus.
Tom, he gets bailed out by his defense a lot.
Yeah.
Like, they give him all the credit for these rings.
Yeah.
But they don't ever give the defenses credit for when he's playing like shit.
Yeah.
Because he's played like shit a lot of times.
Yeah.
And then he had a couple drives where they scored, and he gets all the fucking credit. But it's like, yo, what about him playing like shit in the first half? And the fucking defenses just kept him in the game, and they didn't run it up. Like, but on the other hand, Aaron Rodgers, who's the greatest, who I think is the best quarterback to ever play the game, just talent-wise, his fucking defense is trash.
Yeah.
Always have him fucked up.
I mean, even think like, go back to when the Eagles played the Patriots the second time in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Everyone,
It's a
he put up fucking 500 yards, dude.
Yeah, that was a slugfest.
He had more yards.
There was no
than
defense.
Foles.
There was no defense. There was no
None.
defense that game.
None.
None.
He fucking put up 500.
Yeah. But then when
That's
you look,
insane.
if you look at him in the all-time ranks, the Super Bowl ranks, his numbers, they're not
Dookie.
good. Yeah, they're not good. Like, it's in the middle of the pack.
Like Trent Dilfer numbers.
Yeah, like he's not out there.
No disrespect to Trent.
He's not out there like fucking disrespect Trent. Fuck Trent.
That was clearly a joke. and anyone else named Trent.
Trent.
Probably a bunch of Trents up in Michigan.
it's a bunch of Trents in Trenton State.
Probably.
Shit, motherfucker. If your name is Trent, yo, you got a couple felonies, at least 2.
Trent Dilfer's got a fucking ring.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Defense carried him, man.
Yeah.
Just don't turn the ball over.
No. Clearly. I
Game
mean, that's what killed.
manager.
That's what killed the fucking Saints last week. They fucking turned the ball over 4 times.
Yeah. Then Drew Brees' wife comes out saying he played through a torn shoulder. He played through cracked ribs. He played through this torn, that torn. Shut up.
Yeah. Go tell that to the guy from. Look, I'm not a fucking Rangers fan, right? But fucking dude last night. I'll send you the IG clip. Fucking comes up, blocks a shot, right? Boom, hits him right in the leg. Fucking puck goes back, right, to the guy that just shot it, and he's like fucking goes to put his weight down on the leg. There's nothing there. Jello leg, right? So he falls, and he's fucking dragging himself around. He doesn't know what the fuck to do. You know what I mean? He's like, do I get back in the play? Do I go to the fucking bench? He gets back up. Squares up, and the dude fucking takes another slap shot, and he fucking boom hits him in the same fucking leg down, and now he's just crawling over to the bench.
Damn.
Yeah. So tell me again about your fucking crack ribs, Drew Brees.
Yeah, he sat out for a month. He came back.
5 weeks. It happened 5 weeks. Come on.
At this point, everybody's injured.
They're all Like
Yeah.
it's fucking whatever. Week
Just
20.
just give it up.
Right.
You have nothing to prove, Drew Brees. Nothing.
What?
You have nothing to prove. Like your numbers are insane.
Is there any possibility that Drew Brees can ever get hard enough to whack that fucking thing off his face?
Real quick side note back to hockey. Did you hear that Jake Voracek
Yes.
post game?
Soundbite?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
guy.
have it if you want it.
Yeah, play that shit.
Had some choice words for the Philadelphia Inquirer's Mike Selsky, who has a history of criticizing Voracek.
Jake, 2 games in, Jake, how different does the season feel, if at all, given the circumstances of the offseason and the condensed schedule and everything?
Doesn't matter what I say, Mike. You're going to write fucking shit every time. So it doesn't matter what you say. Yeah, it feels different. I mean, we got 4 points after the first 2 games. I wasn't even going to answer your question because you are such a weasel. It's not even funny. Next question.
I love it.
Shark hit me up, right? He saw that shit. He was like, "Yeah, that's if we did if we had press conferences, that's us." Because every time we go out in public, I'll say something like that, and he's fucking fake. So it was Voracek, and then Konechny, the line mate, was like right next to him. So he's sitting there, he sips the water, and he's like answering the question. Then when he says the fucking shit every time,
I mean, everybody in that locker room probably feels the same way.
yeah. That guy trashes him all the time.
Oh man, that's so funny.
I love when shit gets real. Sound bites like that, or the fucking
So
I'm a man, or Mike Gundy. I'm a man. I'm 35.
With
That
the-
guy, you remember from Oklahoma State?
Nah.
What?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. I
That guy was
remember
fucking. That was fucking great.
So do the NFL? I mean, the NHL, are they going to fine him for that?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they have to.
Yeah. I mean, if not,
Like ESPN don't
You-
even
you-
cover fucking NHL. You don't even see. I don't even see coverage of the NHL
because they fucked up when the NHL locked out in
They don't have any
04
rights to it.
yeah 04 05.
Oh, so they just
They
like fuck them.
Disney said,
Fuck them.
"Wash my hands of this."
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
ESPN has rights to literally everything else.
Uh-huh.
Oh man.
Yeah. So then,
That's some bullshit.
So
They're
then when
like, we ain't giving y'all no Sports Center coverage.
yeah,
None of that shit.
Nah, and the craziest part was like when I think the next year when hockey came back, they went to it wasn't even Versus yet. It was called like the Outdoor Network.
That's so sad.
I'm like, wait a minute. It's an indoor game. How do you? I don't understand. The Outdoor Network. I was like, secondly, I didn't even know there was an Outdoor Network.
Yeah.
And then I looked
Put 'em
at
on
rest
the
of their
fucking hunting channel
Hunt-
and shit. Sitting there like,
fishing.
yeah.
Is Versus even around anymore?
Nah, I think that was then it was like Spike, right? Or
Oh my god, I think it was. Yeah.
Fucking pros
Yeah.
versus Joes.
yeah, remember that shit? Oh my god. Fucking pros versus Joes. So bad, dude.
Bunch of losers and versus broke athletes.
Right.
What was that other show? Like 1,000 Ways to Die or something?
Yes.
It's like, if this hot chick has you chained up to this bed, how are you getting out? Like,
Yeah.
That was on that channel? I thought that was on Spike.
Yeah. When it
Spike,
went to
yeah.
Spike. Yeah, 1,000 Ways to Die.
Yeah, I used to watch that.
This man died from a paper cut.
Yeah, that's it.
But the paper cut was from a playing card and it was fucking sheared his anus and you're like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
that's a young man show.
Yeah.
You watch that when you're young. You don't watch that when you're over 30.
I mean, it was dumb in real time too.
You get over 30, you like, I've got past that stage. I'm not dying no time soon.
When you grow up in South Philly, you just go out your front door and watch people die 1,000 different ways. It happens all the time. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
man. Once you make it past 25, you're good.
Yeah.
You could just coast through life. But up until 25, you might have a couple near-death experiences, man.
My cousin Don always fucks with me. He's always like, yeah, man. He's like, you're good, dude. You are fucking on totally borrowed time. So anything you do at this point is a
Gucci.
plus. He's like, I watched you. You pretty much had a midlife at like 20.
Gucci.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Hey, man.
Yeah, well, fucking
It's all good.
yeah. So the pack, I definitely don't want the Bucks, dude.
Nah, fuck the Bucks, man.
Nah.
I don't think anybody wants the Bucks.
I mean, didn't they? In the other two sports, didn't they they fucking won the cup? They just won a
Tampa?
cup. Yeah, they won a cup, and weren't they in the World Series or something?
The Rays, yeah.
Yeah, the Rays.
And then they blew it in the Game 7.
Damn,
Right.
they on some Boston shit.
Right.
Well, Lakers and Dodgers won.
Oh, good.
Nah,
Valid
man,
point.
we taking over, man. Aaron is on another level right now, dog. He's smiling, he having fun. Like, it just depends on the defense.
Who's what? And who's on the other side? Brown or no? They're out.
Bills, Chiefs.
Oh, Bills
Chiefs.
Mafia.
Did you see Pat Mahomes go down?
That was bad.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yo, he got a concussion. And they talk about he got a pinched nerve.
In his neck. Yeah, pinched nerve.
A pinched nerve don't make you do that, yo. I'm not a fucking doctor.
Dude.
But yo, come on, dog. I seen plenty of people get concussions on the football field and they get up just like that. But now all of a sudden, when the face of the NFL goes down and he gets up wobbly, oh no, that's not a concussion. That's a pinched nerve.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Roger,
man.
I care about my guys.
Yeah,
Goodell.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. They care
Right.
about that money.
Yeah.
But see, it's fucked up because, yo, they could fuck the money up for real. Like, if he go out there and get fucked up, yo, he could end his career in one game.
Who was the guy that the CTE, the doctor that discovered it? How do you say it?
Will Smith.
Yeah, right. Big Willie. Yeah, but that's where I was going with this. Like, did you see the movie? He's like, talk to me. Like talking to the dead bodies.
Yeah, I watched the movie.
Talk-
That was a great movie.
Talk to me. Let me know. Tell me what happened to you.
Yeah, man, that's CTE, man. It's no fucking way he should play. Pat Mahomes should play
Absolutely
this week,
not.
man.
No.
Yo, the dude.
He got waffled. He couldn't even walk, dude.
It was like
Yeah.
cartoonish when he was getting up.
Yeah. And he
like
played-
the fucking,
yo-
like the birds, right? When they fucking spinning around the
Yeah.
cartoon.
That's all that was missing.
Yeah.
He played it off so smooth too. He ran into the locker room just like a nice light jog into the locker room.
And fell as soon as he fucking the camera he couldn't see, dude.
Yeah, man, it's fucked up. Yo, football is a
You know
dangerous
what? And if
game,
they let
yo.
them, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them.
If they let them.
That's on them. That's on them, man.
If they let them.
That's on them, man.
And then guess what? It would be another fucking. Who's their backup? Chad. I went to that school up north.
Chad Henne. Yo, I didn't even know Chad Henne.
I went to that school up north, Michigan, the Upper Peninsula. You fuck.
I didn't even know Chad Henne was still in the league, yo.
He played on
Yeah,
like
dude.
the-
I was like, when I saw his fucking name, I was like, wait, Henny, like
Yeah.
Chad Henny.
Miami Dolphins Chad Henne.
Yeah, from like 8 years ago.
Like, did that motherfucker play with Wayne Corbett or some shit?
Yeah, he probably did, right?
I don't fucking know. Yo.
Yeah, because then he went to the Jets, didn't he?
Yeah, he was on the Jets. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he probably played with Wayne Trebet. Wayne Trebet.
Yo, Chad fucking Henne, dog. Anything is possible.
So dumb.
That was probably one of the worst interceptions in a playoff game I've seen, too.
He was feeling himself, man.
That was bad.
He was feeling himself. He came in slinging shit. He
Yeah.
like, yo, fuck it. I think I'm Pat.
I'm gonna let it all ride.
He let that shit rip. That shit was 10 yards too deep.
What do you think his wife's name is?
Sharon.
Sharon, I'm going out there tonight. I'm gonna let it all ride out.
Fucking Carol.
Yeah, probably. So, all right. Oh, real quick. So, who do you think got it the most last year? Mitch, probably. Probably Mitch McConnell had the most. We've had the most disdain for him.
Yeah.
Probably Mitch, right?
Yeah, man. Mitch is the minority.
Oh!
leader.
List of pardons. I wasn't even going to go political, but list of pardons came out.
Yes, sir.
And guess whose name wasn't on there?
It don't
And this
even
is
matter. It
this
don't
is
matter.
why Trump could have wiped it all away if you fucking gave Joe Exotic a pardon.
Listen,
but he
man.
didn't.
Listen.
He gave Lil Wayne. He gave Kodak one too, right?
Free
That was so
Kodak.
goofy.
Kodak free, baby.
Does that mean he's coming home?
Free Bill.
Is he already? Yeah.
Bill coming home, baby.
Is
Not
it-
Bill. Not Bill.
No.
No. I'm talking about Kodak. Bill.
Yeah. Is he coming home? Or?
Hell yeah, he coming home. Trump put that. He put him on the list.
But but that's only for federal. It's only for a federal crime.
Listen, man.
I'm not arguing it. I want to know.
They had Bill in there fucked up, man.
Yeah.
They was treating him wrong.
Real bad.
They was. You know how they do.
I'm happy if he comes home. That's good. But what I'm saying is, like, I hope they on some bullshit, like they don't hold him because the pardon is only for a federal crime. Yeah. So if he's got a hold on a state charge.
Yeah, I mean it's whatever.
Or he eats that up because he's been down for like probably almost a year or two.
He only got 48 months anyway.
Oh, he's probably been on. Man, that's like 4 years though.
Yeah, it's all right.
Probably been down for 2 now.
I don't even know. I can't remember when the last time
maybe
he was
one.
home.
Maybe one.
Maybe 1.5.
Yeah, but Fed time you get all your parole up front too, like right from the rip.
Yeah.
So I don't know, 48 months. You probably gotta do a 40 clip maybe.
Yeah, man. Listen, Yak coming home, man.
Nah, maybe even more. Probably get like probably 40.
Yak coming home, man. He got Wheezy off them charges. Y'all was calling Wheezy all types of names.
See why he did it.
And look, he free.
And he got paid probably to fucking do the endorsement and all that.
Paid. Hell yeah. What Joe Biden do for y'all?
Right.
About voting for him.
Right.
He
do shit. Nothing.
Yo, you gotta salute him, man. He pardoned the dude, the death row dude.
Which one?
Not Suge.
Yeah.
One.
You mean
it was one that was down for like 30.
There was a lot of. There was one. What the fuck one did I see? Oh, a fucking paraplegic guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got caught up. Like fucking like on some trafficking conspiracy, like marijuana or some shit. The guy's been in a fucking like not a quadriplegic, but like a paraplegic. So whatever, maybe chest or waist down.
Yeah.
Guy's been in a wheelchair since he's 11. It was like selling some bud. They got him fucking knocked for 30
for life.
Yeah, dude. Like
it's
what?
Fucking Joe Biden, dog. That crime bill. The crime bill got it was giving people life sentences on their first offense.
Yeah.
And people talking about, no, you can't get a life sentence on your first offense. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
They was giving motherfuckers multiple strikes on one fucking arrest.
On the same thing. Yeah. Just like they did that dude, white boy Rick from Michigan. They made the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They fucking, the mayor was involved in it. It went all the way up. And they all knew. And everyone, all of the other people, the co-conspirators and all that were all out.
Mm.
He was like the bottom dude. And I think
he snitched though, didn't he?
I think his dad was working. One of them was working for the feds. Yeah, something like that.
Of course.
No, he was selling. The feds fucking pressed up on him because his dad was selling guns. His dad was like running guns or some shit.
Yeah.
And then he started selling coke or whatever, and they were coming. They were like, "Yo, sell the." You know what I mean? Like, here, put this work out.
I do remember that.
Put this work out, which was completely illegal because you're fucking using a 14-year-old kid as a fucking
That's
an
what
informant.
they always do.
Well, yeah, right.
That's what the feds do,
Yeah.
man. They just like they do with the
don't follow my rules.
With the when they infiltrate, like the KKK or Black Panthers, they get in there and then they rile them up, and then before they about to do some shit,
And then they release them. Go ahead, you guys go, and I'm gonna walk out the back door.
They arrest them,
Yeah.
and say, "Ooh, they was about to do this, and we got them right before they did it."
I had to bring you down.
So, and it's funny that the FBI, they always stop somebody crazy before they do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
But they didn't know anything about them storming the Capitol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
All they had to do was listen to the show.
Fuck out of here.
All they had to do.
How they didn't know they was going to storm the Capitol? Come on, man.
I heard somebody that lives around from D.C. said, like, they knew that just on those, like, couple days that it happened and a couple days before that all the hotels were booked up.
Yeah.
They knew.
Right.
They knew, man.
They were doing fucking tours the day before.
During a pandemic, all the hotels are taken up.
All the hotels are taken up, and one of the fucking freshman Republican congresswomen was doing tours. Come on, I will show you.
Yeah, with the fucking white supremacists.
I will show
and
you.
Shit.
Here's the Senate. This is where we do laws.
Yeah, fucking Nancy Pelosi. She talking about she don't know what happened to her panic button, bitch.
She also doesn't know what happened to her computer. I heard that the other day. Also, yeah, so some lady tried to fucking sell it to Russian hackers or some shit.
Yeah, that's some
She
bullshit.
deleted all her posts and
That's some bullshit too.
but the lady's she's probably dead because they were like she's off the grid now.
Nah, they got her.
Yeah, she's dead. The other one that I heard was some French businessman, like, I don't know, fucking uber rich guy. I forget what his background was, but he wired something like 500,000 in Bitcoin the day before the Capitol to some alt-right groups or whatever. And then the next day he's dead.
Mm.
He left a suicide note. I wanted my money to go to people that would be able to use it.
Yeah, they used it all right.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
They fucking used it all right
Yeah.
for a good cause. They ain't do shit.
Yeah, fucking make this shit up, dude.
They ain't do shit, man.
A French programmer.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, French. Yeah,
They ain't,
500K in Bitcoin.
yeah.
damn.
Unreal.
Gotta invest in Bitcoin, man. Remember I said it before.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers ain't believe me. Shit
Yeah.
gonna go up, man. The dollar's going down, yo.
Yeah.
Just invest in it. It's not too late, man. Put something in it every day. I mean, every week.
I didn't see any of the festivities or the circus down in DC today.
Today?
Yeah.
I did,
Nothing
you-
happened.
I didn't.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, nothing like. They was, you know, they put all that military shit out there. Like people was going to do something. Y'all should have had that shit ready on January 6th because y'all knew.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all knew what the fuck was going on, and now you want to, you know, act like y'all protecting shit now.
I mean,
but nobody's gonna come because if you putting all that shit up, you expecting people to, you know, come on some war type shit. Like them people wasn't trying to die, yo. Like they wasn't trying to die, dog. Like they was on some bullshit. Y'all
they all fucking bitched and copped out already. The president made me do it. He told me.
Yeah, they wasn't about it, man. They wasn't about it.
The president made me do it.
Yeah, see,
Did he make you wear that fucking stupid fucking
I think
horn thing too?
I think all that shit was a setup. Like all them people that's getting locked up and they bitching, they the idiots. They the dumb ones that, you know, followed suit of, you know, some other people. Like, because just like with the other shit in the summer when they was rioting and shit,
Mm-hmm.
they had people infiltrate that shit
Yeah.
and start fucking shit up. And then you have idiots following suit like, oh, they doing this, I might as well do it too.
Right.
The same shit here.
Yeah.
They was doing the same thing, and these people got fucked up.
Agitators.
Yeah, agitators.
Yeah.
I don't feel sorry for y'all, cause y'all stupid. Like, what you think you was gonna get away with this shit? Nah.
You're fucking filming yourself doing it. A lot
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah,
Like,
it's on tape.
oh, I saw one. They said, I forget if it was the feds or somebody put out a statement like, if you had a phone in your pocket when you came in, whether it was on or off, we are going to find you. And I was thinking, like, wait till the microchip people find this out. You know what I mean? The microchip and the vaccine people.
Yeah, your phone is never off, dog. Like,
Right.
even when you turn it off, it's not off.
Right.
It's not off.
Mm-mm.
Yo, with the iPhone, you can't even turn the shit off.
Yeah.
Like, you fucking hold the power button now if Siri come up. Like, what you need?
How can I help you?
I want to turn my phone off. I don't want you, bitch.
I will never go off.
Yeah.
Siri, how do I turn you to fuck off?
It's too late.
Yeah, it's too late. We got your ass. Yeah, man.
Fucking-
I
that's
seen
rough.
I seen a post that AOC had posted a couple months ago where it was like, she was pretty much telling people what to do if they was gonna storm some shit, like turn your phone off.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of remember you talking about.
You remember that,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. She was preparing her people to do some bullshit.
I mean, it's not new. I guess everyone forgot. Like
Yeah, people forget quick.
they did. Democrats did it in 2010 in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Brendan Dassey, Wisconsin. So maybe they should have, but
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that accent. That
They
accent
fucking-
is sick.
Oh, jeez. From Minnesota.
they stormed in there because they were on some bullshit, and they didn't fucking destroy everything,
Yeah.
but they did it, and they did it in fucking Brett Kavanaugh hearings too. Remember, they all fucking
Yeah.
protesters lined the halls and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit more peacefully. I mean, they weren't beating people to death with the American flag.
All you gotta do is look at history, man. It always repeats itself.
Right.
There was like a ton of people outside the building too. Like all the videos that I've seen
Yeah.
from like on site, like
Yeah.
Like if they was all about it, they could have fucked shit up.
I feel like only like 5% of the people actually got in.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah, if that.
Shit. Probably 1-2%.
Some of them looked like once they got in, like they were like once they were in the offices, they're like going through like papers and like, dude, you're looking at a bunch of shit. You have no idea what the fuck it even means.
He
And
probably
you're-
can't even fucking read.
That too.
The best
Fucking Cletus.
the best thing I saw, there's some old guy on a Segway just riding around on the lawn.
I didn't see
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What, like one of the Paul Blarts? Probably like a DC fucking Metro fucking.
No,
Yeah.
like
Oh, a regular John?
yeah, no, just the one with like the feet, like kind of like those goofy hoverboards. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen the one video I seen where they was inside like the Senate room or whatever, where all the where they do the shit on TV.
Yeah.
The like a cop or some shit came in there. He was like, "Hey guys, can you not like destroy this place because it's pretty sacred."
These are hallowed halls. Listen, I don't know if you're aware of like what goes on, but like all the laws that have passed in this 250-year-old country, they happen in here.
Yeah,
Could you take your violent protest out there?
yeah.
And then the guy's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, sure." Dude, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's a psyop, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's all a psyop.
I've noticed that a lot of the repubs have like jumped off the book, and some of the others. So, or if they haven't jumped off, they've kind of they've been really quiet.
I was listening to this interview the other day, and a guy was saying Trump was done once Ruth Bader Ginsburg died, because the Republicans got their
Yeah,
justice in.
Yeah.
yeah. They don't need 'em.
They don't need
Mitch
'em
said,
no
"I
more."
don't give a fuck." That's been his whole fucking motive for.
It was like we got this and we got this and we got this. Oh, fuck him.
Oh, Mitch said, "Oh, I have two. We appointed 296 appellate court judges, and we had 3 Supreme Court justices. Yeah, I don't need you anymore. I don't care." That was his sole mission for a long
Yeah.
time. Actually, not even that hasn't even been his. That's been their goal since Nixon. Stack the courts. So Republicans most of the time think like long term.
Yeah.
Outside of the past 4 years, and that was just at the top. But when you have someone like Mitch, that was like, stick to the plan. This is the plan, and this is what it's going to be. Well, that's why he's the way he is.
You think it'll ever swing back? Republican?
I mean, they come in. Yeah, it happens.
It always happens, right?
It happens. It ebbs and flows.
Yeah, because they, it's not like
Reelect
can't-
Biden for 8 years when you have an 8-year.
he's not making it 8 years.
No.
Probably not. But if you keep it
I
keep
think-
it Democratic, then you can swing back.
There's no way you can finish one term.
Yeah, I think Kamala going to be the president before 4 years is over.
Yeah.
Within 3.
Yeah,
It's gonna be 80.
yeah, he got dementia
Can't be 80 with that job.
allegedly.
I don't know. We were talking about that today. Like, how the fuck is he staying up like that? I'm like, what? You just got fucking elected.
Whole lot of drugs.
Whatever. Probably, yeah.
Same
But
shit Trump's on.
outside of that, outside
how
of
is
that,
he staying up?
outside of that, like you don't think being like I would be so jacked on adrenaline, however much I could get out of my 80-year-old body.
He off them Addies.
Probably. No, that's what they said. Trump was on the Addies, right?
Trump on the Addies.
Didn't they?
He was on something.
When he was
Yeah.
when he was super erratic.
His
It wasn't just Kofefi.
Yeah, the fuck. I remember in the beginning of his term, they was talking about, this doctor says he prescribes Trump these like speed or some shit. Like whatever.
Look,
it's getting them through.
you know what's going to be crazy now? Like, quote unquote, we're going to go back to like a kind of normal political atmosphere.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Are we?
I don't know.
Nah,
I think the floodgates are open after, like for now, yes, but the floodgates.
But I
are
mean,
open.
well,
as far as I meant,
the media controls that shit.
I mean,
though.
as far as shit like this, right? Like with all of the craziness that we just witnessed the past 4 years, right? And then some of the quote unquote political mudslinging that we saw this year in this election cycle was like, like for instance, the Hunter Biden shit. It's like he's smoking crack, and it's like, dude, nobody gives a fuck anymore. Like, all right, cool,
And fucking underage kids.
Cool.
But,
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah,
they didn't
nobody
care when
cared.
Karl Malone did it either.
Bruh.
now he's
Ooh!
he's Carl alone.
He got quoted like something talking about Zion. He was like, that kid needs to work out more. He can't
Yeah.
be tired. And then everybody beneath him was like, you shouldn't be using the word kid. Carl.
Right. Right. Twice, dude. Not just once, twice.
And he tried to get Kobe's wife while he was on his team.
Right. Twice.
He was a horny dude, man.
I believe the first one, his first kid, he got the pass because he was also underage.
Yeah,
So he was like 17 and I think had just turned 18.
yeah.
And then I believe those, if that's not the twins. He got
So
a
how
bunch of-
many think you how many times you think he was on campus and he said fresh meat?
Karl Malone.
Fresh meat. Carl Fresh Meat Malone.
Yeah. And then the other one was he was 20 and she was 13.
Yep.
That's some sick ass shit,
Right.
Yo. Fuck out of here, Carl. We don't want to hear from you.
That guy's still in the Hall of Fame.
We don't want to hear nothing from you, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, dog.
He has to be the biggest NBA dirtbag.
Woo.
Yeah, he's pretty up there.
It's hard to beat that resume.
Yeah.
He definitely in the Hall of Fame for that. Hall of Fame creep.
You know who else is a creep that I never really knew? Well, I mean, I've known for a little bit, but sometimes I forget. Africa Bambaataa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that came out. He was
That's bad.
he was on some freak boy shit.
Yeah.
Fucking boys, little boys and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Party people.
That's what
Y'all
the
get funky.
That's what the Soul Sonic Force was.
So Sonic Force. Oh man.
Can y'all get funky? So fucked up.
Ah shit. Damn. That booty's moist. And it's funky.
That's it. Wrap us up.
You
Wrap
know-
us up, Taylor.
You know what I like.
I love my Ohio family. We'll be back next week. Fool in the Rain. This was one of Bill's favorite Zeppelin songs. We love it. See you next week.
Assalamu alaikum.